How America forgot how to build affordable trucks. What if I told you an American company just built a new electric truck for $25,000? At a time when the average new vehicle costs nearly $50,000, that sounds almost impossible. Especially because it isn't made in China. It isn't made in Mexico. It's built in America. For decades, Detroit has insisted that affordable trucks no longer make sense. They're too expensive to build, too difficult to sell, too unprofitable to survive. So if one tiny startup has suddenly done what America's biggest automakers say can't be done, it isn't just launching another electric truck. It might be exposing everything that's gone wrong with the American auto industry. The truck everyone thought had disappeared. At first glance, the Slate doesn't look revolutionary. It's small, it's boxy, it doesn't have a massive touchscreen stretching across the dashboard. There aren't dozens of luxury features trying to impress you. Instead, it feels strangely familiar. Manual-style simplicity, a practical pickup bed, a body that can later become an SUV, panels that can actually be removed, parts designed to be replaced instead of hidden behind expensive electronics. It looks less like tomorrow and more like something America forgot how to build. That's why the excitement isn't really about the truck itself. It's about what the truck represents. More than 150,000 people rushed to reserve one before production had even begun. Not because it promises the longest range, not because it's the fastest EV, but because for the first time in decades, people saw something that looked honest, simple, affordable, built for work instead of status. Which raises an uncomfortable question. If Americans still want vehicles like this, why did they disappear in the first place? America used to build exactly this. Ironically, Slate didn't invent this idea. America did. There was a time when almost every automaker sold compact pickups and simple utility vehicles. Ford Ranger, Chevrolet S10, Toyota pickup, Nissan hardbody, early Broncos, International Scouts. They weren't filled with luxury. They weren't covered in screens, but they were dependable, easy to repair. Affordable enough for young families, contractors, farmers, and small business owners. They became part of everyday American life. People drove them to construction sites, loaded them with lumber from Home Depot, used them for landscaping businesses, or simply kept them for 20 years because they refused to quit. These weren't lifestyle statements. They were tools. And somehow, one by one, they quietly disappeared. Cheap trucks didn't die by accident. Most people assume buyers stopped wanting affordable trucks. The numbers suggest something different. As years passed, automakers discovered something far more profitable. Larger trucks, luxury trim levels, premium packages, more technology, more options, higher monthly payments. Instead of selling one affordable truck, they could sell one expensive truck with far larger profit margins. Little by little, every new generation became bigger, heavier, more expensive. The work truck slowly became a luxury vehicle. And somewhere along the way, America stopped asking, how cheaply can we build a great truck? It started asking, how much more can people be convinced to pay? What Americans really miss, the most surprising part isn't the price, it's what people keep talking about. Read the comments surrounding Slate, and the same ideas appear over and over. I can finally fix it myself. No dealership. Right to repair. I don't need giant screens. This is the truck I've wanted for 30 years. Those aren't comments about technology. They're comments about freedom. For many Americans, owning a vehicle used to mean understanding it, replacing parts yourself, installing upgrades on weekends, teaching your kids how to use a wrench. Today's vehicles often feel more like locked computers than machines. Slate isn't just selling transportation, it's selling ownership. And that's something many people didn't realize they had lost. The factory matters as much as the truck. There's another reason this story has captured so much attention. The truck isn't just American designed, it's American built. Instead of searching for the cheapest labor overseas, Slate chose to revive an abandoned factory in Indiana, a place that once represented American manufacturing before thousands of jobs disappeared. Now, it's being given a second chance. That decision changes the story completely, because this is no longer just about one inexpensive electric truck. It's about whether America can still manufacture affordable vehicles without sending production somewhere else. And that's where the real mystery begins. If Detroit says it can't be done, how is one tiny startup attempting to prove otherwise? The $25,000 question. Of course, there's one question everyone asks. How can they possibly sell it for around $25,000? The answer isn't cheaper materials. It isn't lower safety standards. And it isn't cutting corners where they matter. Instead, Slate started by questioning almost everything the modern auto industry takes for granted. Why build dozens of different versions on the same assembly line? Why paint every vehicle? Why install accessories that many buyers don't even want? Why force every customer to pay for equipment they'll never use? So they simplified the entire manufacturing process. Every truck leaves the factory almost identical. The upgrades come later. Want an SUV? Add the kit. Want premium audio? Install it later. Need roof racks? Bolt them on yourself. Instead of asking customers to pay for everything up front, Slate lets them buy only what they actually need. The business model Detroit can't copy. Building the truck is only half the story. Selling it is where things become even more interesting. For generations, buying a vehicle meant negotiating with dealerships. Sticker prices, dealer markups, mandatory packages, service departments, financing offices. Every step added another layer of cost. Slate wants to remove much of that system. Direct sales, independent repair shops, DIY warranty repairs, replacement panels instead of expensive bodywork. It's a business model designed around reducing ownership costs, not increasing dealership revenue. And that's exactly why so many people believe this truck threatens more than the vehicles themselves. It challenges the entire system built around them. A truck that gets better over time? Most vehicles begin losing value the moment they leave the dealership. This one is designed to evolve. Buy it as a simple 2-seat pickup today. Turn it into a 5-seat SUV later. Wrap it in a different color, swap body panels, install better speakers, add roof racks, customize the front grille. Even small businesses could create entirely different work vehicles from the same platform. That's why so many people compare Slate to old American classics. Not because it looks exactly like an early Bronco or an International Scout, but because it invites owners to make it their own. For decades, Americans customized their vehicles in garages and driveways. Slate is trying to bring that culture back. It still has to prove one thing. But before declaring victory, there's an important reality check. Reservations aren't deliveries. A promised price isn't a final window sticker. History is full of startups that generated enormous excitement, only to struggle with production, funding, or rising costs. Some never reached customers at all. People are already asking difficult questions. Can the truck really stay around $25,000? Will the accessories eventually push buyers toward $40,000? Will a 150-mile battery be enough? Can a startup compete against companies that have spent a century perfecting mass production? Those questions don't weaken the story. They make it even more fascinating, because now the entire industry is watching. The truck isn't the revolution. Maybe Slate succeeds. Maybe it struggles. Maybe it eventually becomes just another name in automotive history. But that's no longer the most interesting question. The bigger question is why one small startup generated so much excitement simply by building something that once seemed completely ordinary. A basic truck, affordable, repairable, built in America. Those used to be normal expectations. Today, they almost feel revolutionary. For years, Americans were told affordable vehicles were no longer possible, that manufacturing at home cost too much, that simplicity no longer sold. Slate is betting that every one of those assumptions is wrong. Because this story isn't really about a $25,000 electric truck. It's about whether America can rediscover something it once taught the rest of the world: how to build an honest vehicle that ordinary people can actually afford. And if that happens, the biggest disruption won't be one new truck. It will be the return of an idea that Detroit abandoned decades ago.